Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn. Well, punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that the something last week resolves itself this time around.
The Seahawks first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Lions' 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a third down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
The 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out of the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Lions defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
It's a gain of 9.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st down, Seattle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Works in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Talk about this Seahawks defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 6. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have the Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man in the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Leads to second and goal.
Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's a second and 8. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goals and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll get through as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick up a very good play.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a first down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Number 0.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Seahawks, 13.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down, Seattle.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
62-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is J.K. Dobbins. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Broncos are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is the Cleveland tight end. He's just torching this defense. One of his 3 first-half touchdowns. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the LA Chargers. And here's the Chiefs running back. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. 14 all, the score at the half. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take
the Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And
their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give them up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This now a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
It's a pickup of
and they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Just by him. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper at a first down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
17.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get only a couple down on 44.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? And
in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 49-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 24.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Nifty move. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they... Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he He's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So now the Lions down by 10, a little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
That's good for a Lions.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
37-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A big play looming on third down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
The pass, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Bates' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They're plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The offense now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down, Seahawks.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.